time. So now we are going to see a very new chapter, and time is very, very essential. We are usually see the time in the clock. Do you know how to find the time? So now we are going to learn how to find the time. So this is some basic information I am given. There are 24 hours in a day. There are 24 hours in a day. So 12 hours for a day and 12 hours for a night. So and 2 hands in the clock. In the clock, this is a clock and this is one more clock. So in the clock we have seen 2 hands. So short hand, that is red color, it is a short hand. So short hand is called a hour hand. Okay, H-O-U-R, hour hand. And long hand, it is a minute hand. Long hand is a minute hand. So this is a long hand, is a minute hand. Short hand, it is a hour hand. The same thing in this clock also there are 2 hands. So short hand, it is a hour hand, and long hand it is a minute hand. So red color denote hour hand and violet color denote minute hand. Here blue color denote minute hand. Okay. So I'll repeat once again. So how many hands in the clock? There are 2 hands in the clock. So one is short hand and another is what? Long hand. So short hand, it is a hour hand, and long hand, it is a minute hand. So short hand is red in color and minute hand in what? Blue in color. In this diagram, in this clock, the same thing, there are 2 hands in the clock. One is a red hand, it is a what? A small hand, it is a hour hand, it denotes hour hand. And it's a long hand, it is violet, it is in violet color, it denotes what? Minute hand. Okay, now we are going to see, so these numbers are represent what? These numbers are represent, these numbers are minutes, these numbers are represent minutes. So each number represent 5 minutes. Okay, so one represent 5 minutes, 2 represent 10 minutes. So each number represent minutes. Okay, so 1 represent 5 minutes, 2 represent 10 minutes, 3 represent 15 minutes. So 4, 20, 5, 25, 6, 30, 7, 35, 8, 40, and what? 9, 45, and 10 represent what? 50, and 11 represent 55, and 12 is 60. So 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? 60 minutes. And half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. And quarter hour, that is 15 minutes. So this is the minutes you have to find out. And 1 minute is equal to 1 minute is equal to how many? 60 seconds. Okay, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Okay, these are the important and basic thing of time. You have to memorize. Okay, don't forget to memorize this. So I've told you this is a clock and this is another clock. I mentioned the time. So each number represent what? 5 minutes. So I've told you numbers represent minutes, and each number represent 5 minutes. So 1 represent 5 minutes, 2 represent 10 minutes, 3 represent 15 minutes. And 2 hands represent, one is a short hand and another one is a long hand. Short hand is represent hour hand and long hand represent minute hand. Okay, and this is in red color, this is in blue color. Now the time is 12:35. So it comes nearly, even you can write, I've drawn 12. The short hand pointed to the 12. This short hand point to the 12 and this long hand point to 7. So 12:35, that means 35 minutes past 12. 35, we are going to say 35 minutes past 12. So again I'll tell you, this short hand pointed to 12 and this long hand pointed to 7. So I've told you each number represent 5 minutes. So 1 is 5 minutes, 2, 5, 10, 15 and 20, 25, 30, 35. So 12:35. So 12:35. Even you can draw like this. So this you can. So it becomes what? This short hand. What comes between 12 to 1. This also a right diagram. It means this is a clock. You know that. This is 12 and this is 6 and this is 3 and this is 9. So 12:35. This is 12:35 means 1 and again what you have to write? 2 and 3, 4, 5, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Again you have to write 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay. write like this 12. So this is the point. So you have to and longhand, shorthand. Okay, this shorthand, the pointer to what? Pointer to, it comes between 12 to 1. So, and this longhand pointed to 7. Again, I'll tell you, this shorthand, this is in red color. This red and shorthand comes between 12 to what? 12 to 1. Comes between 12 to 1, and this long hand, it denotes what? 35 minutes, and is always what? Not only 35 minutes. This blue hand is a long hand. This long hand denote only the minutes, and also it pointed to 7. I told you each number represent 5 minutes. So that is what? 12:35. So this red hand, that means red hand is a short hand. It denotes only the R. So it comes between 12 to 1. That is what? 12:35. That is what I've written, 12:35. Otherwise we can call it as 35 minutes past 12. See, always we have to learn that is two hands in the clock. One is a short hand and another one is a long hand. Short hand is red in color and long hand is blue in color. Short hand is denotes or represent what? R, and long hand represent minute. Okay, and each and every number represent 5 minutes. Each and every number represent 5 minutes. So 1 represent 5 and 2 represent 10, 3 represent 15, 4 represent 20, 5 represent 25, and 6 represent 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Altogether 60 minutes in the clock. That means 60 minutes mean 1 hour. That is what? This red R between 12 to 1, and this red hand what stands between 12 to 1. That means 12. And this blue hand, that is a long hand, what pointed to 7, the time is 12:35. Otherwise we can call it as 35 minutes past 12. So that is what I've written, short hand hour and long hand minute. It represents 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. So the same thing here. This short hand, it is in red in color, long hand is violet in color. Short hand represent hour hand and long hand represent minute hand. So this red hand between 11 to 12 and this long hand, it pointed to 3. The time is 11:35. That is what I've written, 11:15. This red hand what comes between 11 to 12. This red hand pointed to 11 and 12, between 11 and 12. This red hand comes between 11 and 12, and this violet hand what point to 3. That means each number represent 5, 10, 15. So the time is 11:15. That means how you can say another way, 15 minutes past 11. 15 minutes past 11. So that is what I've written. Some example, 11:15, that means 15 minutes past what? 15 minutes past 11, otherwise quarter. 15 means quarter. 30 means half. That is what? So 11:15 means quarter past 11. 6:15 means quarter past 6. 7:15 means quarter past 7, and 11:30. The second example, 11:30 means half past 11. 1:30 means half past 1, and 2:30 half past 2. Then example 3, 8:45, quarter to 9, because 8:45, that means 15 minutes more, it becomes what? 9 o'clock. That is what you have written, quarter to 9. And 7:45, it after, that means it nearest to 8 o'clock, then 15 minutes more only. So you have to write quarter to 8. Here 6:45, quarter to what? I've written quarter to 7 is the right answer. 6:45, because 15 minutes more only. If you reach 15 minutes, if you the 15 minutes passed away, it becomes what? 7 o'clock. That is what you have written, quarter to what? 7. That means 15 minutes more. That is what? Quarter to 7. You have to write 8:45, 7:45, 6:45 means you have to write quarter to the next hour. That is 8:45. Only 15 minutes more. If you add 15 minutes, it becomes what? 9. That is 9 o'clock will come. So you have to write always quarter to 9.